welcome to today's stream. We are tracking the NOAA Hurricane Hunters as Hurricane Melissa makes landfall into Jamaica right now. We are having some issues with the TikTok stream right now, so we're trying to get that sorted. It was happening earlier as well. But as you can see, the hurricane is now directly on top of Jamaica. We got some live cameras up on the top. We got the flight radar. Right now, the aircraft that are going into the hurricane are there. They just came off the radar for some reason. They lost coverage, but they are on their way. So we will be continuing to track the aircraft. Just trying to have a look. So we can get some updates here. So yeah, Melissa makes landfall with catastrophic winds. Extremely dangerous and life-threatening, says the NHC, which is the National Hurricane Center. As you can see, the eye wall around here. So this area is going to be getting hit very bad. If I can get a wind. All right. Yeah, look at that. That is crazy. So I'm not sure how long it's going to take to go across the whole island. But yeah, definitely right now is the one of the worst parts. But again, we're going to be waiting for those hurricane hunters to come back on the radar. Most tracked flight right now is this one. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. Second most tracked flight, yeah, you can see all the most tracked flights are in the area of the hurricane. All the ones going around. But yeah, just looking at those cameras, you can see how bad the weather is there. The bottom left camera doesn't look too bad. The bottom right looks the worst. Why aren't we live on TikTok? We're currently having a few issues on the live on TikTok. We're trying to get that up and running. So yeah, I'm trying to get the stream up on TikTok, but it's not working. We could try and reset the live in about 5 minutes if it still has issues. Hydrojet, welcome to the stream. Yeah, so we're just waiting for those hurricane hunters to come back up on the radar. Let's see. Catastrophic flooding. You could get the, hold on, if I go current weather. Okay, you can, maybe it's better to, yeah. Maybe having that map up would be good. You can see the eyeball. You can see the eye is right here. This is on flight radar, of course. Let me turn that off. I'll lower the opacity to like about 50%. Nah, yeah, I'll take it down to 40. That should be good. Oh, business plan. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, so we're just waiting for the hurricane hunters to come on the radar. Again, if the TikTok live is still off, I'll probably try and refresh the stream, but I don't think it'll work. For some reason, TikTok live's not working today. So we're just live on YouTube for now. The last time I saw the hurricane hunters on the radar, they were over here, on the way over. I'm waiting to see if they come up on ADSB Exchange as well. For now, nothing. It was the Weatherbird C-130J. I'm pretty sure, or it may have been the other aircraft they used. Obviously, the hurricane hunters used the call sign teal, with then like 2 numbers. Did you fly on a 747 to Orlando in your memory? Because my dad flew on an A340 with Virgin to LAX. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I flew on a Virgin. I definitely flew on a Virgin 747, so I'm guessing it must have been to Orlando. Yeah. This flight's diverting here. No, not this one. This one. Diverting to Miami. Meant to be going to Caracas. So yeah, few diversions. I'm guessing they departed knowing they were going to divert. Interesting. Yeah, as I say, I put up this like precipitation map on the flight radar, like an overlay. So that's quite cool. And then below the chat, you've got a little view of the hurricane there as well with the satellite. Maybe better to put it on like that. I think that looks easier to see. Okay. Most track flight again is this one. Does seem like it did something weird. Came up and down. Oh wait, no. Okay, so this flight, as you can see, it was avoiding this storm here. This bit of bad weather. So that is the reason they flew north and then south. So that they've added a lot of flight time onto their trip to this airport in Colombia, I'm pretty sure. Where'd it come from? San Andreas International. Okay, yeah, so Wingo, I'm pretty sure is it a Colombian airline or not? Wingo. I've actually, I don't know, I don't know much about this airline, or many really, in South America, except for like LATAM and Avianca. But yeah, Wingo, I don't really know much about that airline. Yeah, there's LATAM. When I was actually in America, in Orlando Airport, there was no seats when we were boarding, so I went and sat up in the like LATAM area. That was pretty funny. So on the cameras again, you can see looks like an emergency vehicle just gone down the road there. Bottom right camera, which is just here, got a view of the sea. On top of that, there's a camera buffering, and then to the left of that, it looks like I don't know, pretty rundown area, but there's a few people here. There's a few people just out and about. That's honestly fair enough. I don't know the exact locations of these cameras. HWT Transport Center. We can probably look it up. Yeah, so the TikTok stream is not working. That's for sure. I wonder if I can like try and refresh it while I'm live on YouTube, so it doesn't affect the people watching on the YouTube. If I go HWT Transport Center, Jamaica. Yeah, I don't think it's there. Well, anyway. And you can see here, emergency vehicle, making sure everyone's safe, I'm guessing. Welcome to the stream, guys. Yeah, so the hurricane hunters will be approaching from the southeast. Let's just make sure there's none up here. The weather balloon is still up and running. This weather balloon's been out for good 24 hours now, it seems. But yeah. Earlier we did have the hurricane hunters were on the radar, but they've since come off of the radar, so we're just waiting for them to get back into coverage. They're not far, they're around here, so another 30 minutes and they should be in the storm, so we'll be able to see how that's all going. Oh geez, what have I just clicked on? Why did all my tabs just close? There we go. All the tabs just closed. Alright, there we go. Again, you can see on the radar at the bottom of your screens just below. I would say the chat, but we're not on TikTok. Yeah, TikTok stream not currently working, as I said. I don't know if I can try and get it up and running. It wasn't working earlier, so it's going to be quite hard. I'll try and send a chat. But yeah, it's not doing anything. I'll give it another 5 minutes and then I'll maybe reset the stream, see if that works. Thoughts on Eastern Airways shutting down? Yeah, I think it's definitely sad news. I mean, 28 years of operations, of course. They've been operating for a long time. So yeah, everyone in the UK who likes aviation will know them. But yeah, it's just a shame that, you know, airlines like that are sort of becoming just, it's not really working out for all of them. But yeah, I think that it was sort of expected to happen. With all of these regional airlines in the UK going bust, like Flybe, BMI Regional, those in the past. We've still got other airlines like Blue Islands that are operating. And yeah, you can just hope for the best for them. Broke, welcome to the stream. Yeah, again, if you just joined the stream, we're currently tracking the NOAA Hurricane Hunters. They're currently southeast of the storm right now. We're just waiting for them to appear back on the radar. They disappeared from the radar about 15 minutes ago. They're currently around here. Maybe a bit before. Maybe, yeah, probably near this Avianca flight to Miami. Yeah, we got some live cameras from Jamaica up on the top of your screen there. Cameras by Sea Jamaica. We're just getting an update. How does Melissa compare with other storms? It is now Category 5 storm, making landfall a short while ago. Strongest storm on Earth so far this year. Yeah, so very scary for people in Jamaica right now. And we can just hope for the best for them. Are you going to catch the Riyadh Air at Heathrow? Oh, do you mean just like at any day? One day I definitely will. For sure. Number 4 most tracked flight. We got a Royal Air Force here. Eurofighter. That's interesting. Yeah, this flight's most tracked. I'm guessing it's using... You can see here there's a bit of a corridor for it to go down. But then, you know, hopefully they can get there all right. Also, something interesting that I want to show you is this flight. But yeah. TikTok stream is not working, so I might try and refresh the stream to see if we can get the TikTok live working again. But we will see. Have you ever went to Lossiemouth? I haven't, but I've always wanted to go. But yeah, I definitely would. I haven't even really gone to many military bases in the UK, to be honest. I've been to the one in London, like Northolt. What else? Where else? There was another one. I think, like a few years ago, I went over to like, Mildenhall, and all the ones around there. But I definitely want to go back to some military bases. I know someone who goes there like every day, Or, well, every day when there's flights, at least. The good thing, yeah, I wish I, like, lived near, like, a big airport, because every day I could just go down there, set up a live stream, literally live stream it every day, like the plane's coming in. But yeah. Yeah, I actually don't know why the TikTok stream doesn't work. I could do the only way I could get it working is on Live Studio, but then, you know, it's not going to be as good of an experience, because this live stream is made for Avenues Hour. I don't have anything set up on that one. Yeah, you guys can see on your screen, it says I'm live, but I'm not. If you go on my TikTok, it's not live streaming. So I could try and refresh. I think if it doesn't work, oh yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like TikTok's like the main platform that I use to stream on. Of course, YouTube as well, but for some reason that chat is not loading. Okay. It might be worth... what website am I using for the weather? This website is called Zoom.earth. Zoom.earth. And then the one here is called windy.com. I think for hurricanes, this one's better. Zoom Earth is better for hurricanes. I mean, yeah, it's very similar. But yeah, this one actually tracks the, shows you the path and the cone and everything. Even for all the way over here. Yeah, by the way, the remnants of this storm are actually meant to be coming to the UK, so that's good. But we know most of our storms, or pretty much all of our storms, are remnants of hurricanes. I feel like not many people know that for some reason, but it is pretty... I mean, yeah, I've always known that. So yeah, we'll be getting the remnants of that. Not even a post-tropical cyclone, just the remnants, literally the remnants. But it's enough to cause some bad weather, of course. Looks like the Hurricane Hunter is back on the radar. Here we go. Teal number 84 and the Lockheed Martin C-130J. So yeah, Teal, yeah, that is definitely a Hurricane Hunter, isn't it? Because teal is the call sign for the Hurricane Hunters. But they're just using a normal US Air Force plane, which is interesting. But yeah, whenever you see the call sign teal, hopefully you can see that on the stream. Yeah, okay. Whenever you see the call sign teal, that means it's doing a flight for the... Oh, and it's gone. A lot of people tracking this weather balloon. I think this weather balloon might be like trying to get into position to catch the hurricane as it comes up. But I don't know. $787. No, that's nothing. Yeah, I don't know why that... the Hurricane Hunter plane just keeps coming in and out of coverage. What does white mean on here? Oh, I think it means... Okay, when the plane's white, I think it means they don't know what altitude it's at. Oh, it's disappeared. I've never been to the 787 factory, no. I've been to the Airbus factory in France. But yeah, never been to the Boeing one. I do want to go though. Probably like in the Seattle. Do you recommend that I get the gold edition on Flight Radar 24? I've had the gold edition for 3 years now, and I would say if you're using Flight Radar every day, I'd recommend it. Yeah, for sure. Some of the benefits, obviously, you've got like all the filters. You've got a lot of different settings you can use just to make it better for you. But yeah, obviously for me it's definitely worth it because a lot of my stuff I do on TikTok and the content I make, I have to use Flight Radar.